Right, we get to the interest rate decisions. Okay, does anyone think there is a case with inflation or with the economy to put up rates this quarter by 0.5 point? No. Does anyone think there is a case, by show of hands, to reduce the interest rate by maybe 0.25 point or so? Okay, one. I'm sort of hovering on that. And by show of hands, who believes we should leave things as they are? Okay, so vast majority are saying leave things as they are. I need a couple of quotes for people to read in the newspaper from this discussion. So let's start with you, Katrina. Why do you think we should reduce rates?
I don't think it should be a dramatic reduction, but I think we do need to have a planned sort of reduction in rates going forward. I think obviously it would give more confidence. I think obviously it would increase growth with regard to our sector. That's basically it, really.
Okay. A growth and confidence boost. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, David, where are you? You said hold.
Yes, I think there's too much uncertainty, and therefore adding to that by cutting rates is just a bit too ambitious at the minute, and inflation is still ahead of where it needs to be. If you look at the bond markets, bond market yields have actually come. Bond prices have come down, and rates have gone up. So
yields have gone up.
It's a worry. I'm worried about inflation.
Absolutely, yes. Inflation is very important. Now, Gavin, tell us why you voted for a hold. No,
Sorry.
Gotcha. Why did you vote hold?
It was a 50-50 decision for me. I mean, my heart says I'd love to have a cut, but my head says really, unfortunately, we've still got inflationary pressures, and inflation still due to increase later this year. So unfortunately, we've got to hold, but I'd love to see a cut. I'd love to be able to say we do need a cut, but I just think it's very difficult in circumstances.
Okay, let's go over to Lee Watson. What's your reason for a hold, Lee?
I think similar to Gavin, I'm kind of on the fence with it. I think we do need a cut, but I just wonder if now is the right time with, obviously the cut could then spike inflation again. I think that's the last thing we want to do. Okay, and I'm of the view that we need to keep our foot on the throat of inflation. We need to make sure we throttle inflation, kill it off, because it's not ever hit this government target, and it has to be dealt with seriously. We don't want to kill off the economy, so I wouldn't put interest rates up, and I would hold fast on rates as they are until inflation takes a decisive turn down. And I'm talking about getting to 2%. That's where I am. Martin, where are you?
Concerned about the impact on the global economy from the Strait of Hormuz, which just, seems to be going on and on and on, both on food prices for, hard stretched households and for fuel prices, etc. So that's still got to feed through. I think from the inflationary pressures, I think one of the things that's keeping it stubbornly high is the inflation in the service sector. My own sector is still high, I think running at about 3.7%. I do think that this year will be the transformative year in AI, and I think we'll see that make improvements in the service sector. I'll just give you a very brief stat. If I go back 8 months ago, we had 40 active users of AI within our organisation. There's 900 odd of us. We've now got 700, and we're starting to see those benefits coming through the firm. So I do think, when we see service, assuming that the Strait of Hormuz does get put to bed at some point soon, I think if the service sector can, inflationary pressures start to subside, I think that could help. I
think what you're talking about is that old-fashioned word, productivity.
Absolutely.
You're applying it to men and women with white collars rather than just blue collars, which is absolutely right. I'm with you 100%. Martin Tennant, what's your view, please? Why did you vote for hold?
Yeah, again, just for consistency and certainty until kind of in a better position to judge the impact of the new government, the new Prime Minister. I would stick with the decision to hold for that reason.
Nick, same question to you. Why did you vote for hold?
Similar, really echoing what everybody said. Also, I'm a bit concerned that in the second half of the year, inflation is going to rise due to the external factors globally.
I think there's some internal factors as well, looking at these public sector pay rises.
Yeah, so it is. It's a bit of a concern. If we can hold throughout the rest of this year, I think that will be a good result.
Okay, good. And Tim Bailey, why did you vote hold?
At the moment, I don't think there's enough intel to make a change of any sort of size or type. I think we need more government announcements to be able to judge the way that the internal economy is going to work, and a few more months of progression on the international stage before making a move.
Thank you very much. Well, there we are. That's our representative sample with Clive Owen, LLP and Newsquest of Northeast Business Opinion on the rate of inflation and interest rates and the economy. Join us again for another Shadow MPC, and next time the bank looks at rates.